Yo, what's good? It's K-Felon for KFelonBeats.com. And I just finished watching this video from my brother Eskimo. Shout out to Eskimo Cold Beats. And he kind of got me inspired. You know what I'm saying? He shared a story. His story, some of the shit that he been through, and I didn't know that it kind of like matched some of the shit that I've been through. Um, I want y'all to excuse me. Like, I'm shooting this on my iPad, so I'm kind of looking at the screen. So if it looks like I'm not looking at y'all, I'm trying to figure out where, like, how this camera works and all that shit. But anyway, um, right now I'm about to be very transparent. I share a little bit of my story in another video, and I told people that I would share this story. I haven't really shared it with a lot of people because it it really fucked my head up, like, when the shit happened. And sometimes when I think about it, I think about how blessed I am and things like that. So let me hit this real quick. Give me a second. I don't usually do this in the videos, but my nerves were bad today, and it just kind of calming my nerves right now, even though it's a bad habit that I gotta get rid of. But I want to tell y'all about a situation I was in where I was almost killed, and it kind of changed my whole perspective on things. Like, I didn't understand it at that time, but when I look back at it and some of the decisions I made after that situation happened, you know what I'm saying? It's the reason I'm here today. So, I'm gonna get right into it. I grew up on the outskirts of Philly, Darby Township, which is right outside of Southwest Philly. And around the time when I was in, I would say about 11th grade, 12th grade. Matter of fact, it was after I graduated. Matter of fact, graduated and shit. And about a year and a half after I graduated, you know what I'm saying? I had a daughter right after I graduated. I graduated in 2005. Um, my child's mother, she got pregnant around like November of that year. I graduated in June. She got pregnant around November of that year. And, we had a beautiful baby girl. Shout out to my baby, Camilla in LA. You know what I'm saying? Daddy loves you. But, at that time, I wasn't working. I really, I was 20, really didn't have nothing really going for me. In high school, I used to battle a lot. You know what I'm saying? Battle rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got into the music. I know I'm bouncing around a lot, but my mind is running. I'm trying to think of some different things to throw at y'all so y'all can know about me. So I'm gonna try to find a starting point real quick. You know, in high school I used to battle a lot. You know what I'm saying? This is before I started making beats and shit. I battle rap, and I battled a couple cats that y'all probably know about. If you check online, if you look up Young Hot, shout out to Young Hot. You know what I'm saying? I battled him before, like, he was really like young hot, before anybody like really knew about him and shit. You know what I'm saying? I used to, I used to be the dude in Upper Darby that, like, when everybody wanted to battle, when they wanted somebody to battle, they would bring them to me, and they'd be like, yo, battle my mans and shit or whatever. But anyway, I did that for a while, and after I had my daughter, um, I needed to find a way to get some bread. Like, I was hurting, and I didn't want my daughter's mom to really be doing everything for her. So my homie, I ain't gonna give his name out, but he was like, yo, come out the west. They got shifts on the block. We were selling hard out there. So he was like, come out to the block, you know what I'm saying, every day, 12 to 8, you know what I'm saying, graveyard shift, get you some money. It's 500 a week. So I was like, cool, fuck it, I'm out there. Got out there, man. Ugh. If you've ever been in Philly, I know some of the shit they probably show you on TV, the Liberty Bell and all that shit, man. That's not Philly. That's not Philly, man. I've been in some of the worst parts of Philly, and I'm gonna get into that in a minute. But I was out there, out West Philly, 43rd and Brown. You know what I'm saying? I've been in crazy situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, situations where when I look back at it, I just be like, damn, like, I can't believe I did that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because anybody that's ever sold drugs, like, if you sell weed, you know, it's weed. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all probably smoke weed. I know I do. Every now and again, I puff. But you sell crack, it's a whole nother ball game. because you got to worry about, you know, not only do you got to worry about other dealers from the block, you know what I mean, threatening you, you got to worry about some of the smokers threatening you. You know what I'm saying? And I'll explain, I'll shoot another video for this story, but I got caught in a situation where me and my homie, we ended up burning, you know what I'm saying? We ended up getting over on a bunch of the smokers on the block, and one of them ran up, like, he seen us at the gas station. We was trying to roll, and my man's was like, yo, we got to break bread with him because old here to blow our fucking brains out type shit. Like, so, you know, selling hard kind of taught me a lot about life, man. But anyway, I want to get into this story. You know what I'm saying? The reason why you're here. But after that, I was out west for a little bit. I was out there probably like, 3 months, and then my mom ended up getting locked up. She ended up doing 90 days. My mom was probably in her late 50s at the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my mom's a goon. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, shout out to moms, man. I love you, Mom Dukes. But she ended up getting locked up, and situation happened. I had my homie in the crib. He was staying with me. He ain't had nowhere to go, so I let him stay with me. Sister came home, found him. She kicked me out. You know what I mean? My mom was like, put him out. So I ain't had nowhere to go. I went to my friend's crib and shit. We was just sitting there. I talked to his mom. I told her the situation. She was like, where is you staying? I was like, I don't nowhere. She was like, go get your bags. You stay here. So I'm staying with them. She took me in like another son. You know what I'm saying? She still called me son to this day. And, my brother, man, my brother June, you know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, come up north, get some bread with me. You know what I'm saying? Put some money in your pockets to feed your daughter. So I went up to North Philly. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that know anything about North Philly, man, you got the Badlands. I was out there on 26 and Seltzer, you know what I'm saying? In fact, a little side note, I took my girl up there for last year around like October. I took my girl up there. Blew her fucking mind. Like, she'd been in Philly, but she hadn't been in that part of Philly. You know what I'm saying? We went to the Poppy store, got 2 for $5 cheesesteaks. When we got up there, it was like 3 in the morning, and the block was jumping. Motherfuckers walking around and shit. She like, man, what the hell? Like, do motherfuckers go to sleep out here? I'm like, no, this is all day, every day. All day, every day. But anyway, one day, me, brother June, his cousin, and his homeboy, we was all sitting in a car. It was his cousin's car. His cousin was in the driver's seat. Homie June was in the front passenger. I was right behind his cousin in the back seat, and his mans was sitting right next to me. And we was just sitting there, and these 2 dudes they was walking up the block. I would never forget this shit, man. The dude walked up. One nigga, he had nothing on his face. He had a red fitted on. He had a red bandana on his hand. He's holding 4 pounds. He was just standing there with it. And I looked over at his man's. Anybody that know anything about the state property codes, they got the pockets that's like right here. He was just standing on the wall with his hands in his pocket. He had a hoodie on. He had a red bandana over his face, and he was just standing there like this. And like, they walked up on the car, and like my man was just standing there. Like, that's all I could remember. I looked over at it, and I'm like, and I'm just in my head, like, if we made one wrong move, all of us is dead in this car. Like, I'm just sitting there like, man, what the fuck? We just finished smoking. So I'm annoyed. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Like, so, my brother June, his cousin slid out the car. Like, he had to slide out on some smooth shit. Damn. My dog just bust his head on the damn table. Move. But his cousin slid out the car and shit. He was like, he just got out. He was talking to him. He was talking to him about 5 minutes. Blah, blah, they talking or whatever. And all I know is, like, dude walked up the block and then he turned around and just walked back. You know what I'm saying? They walked off and shit. So, his cousin got back in the car. He got back in the car and he just sat there. I'll never forget this shit. He sat there for like a minute, but this was the longest minute of my life. Like, it felt like an eternity. It felt like 20 minutes before he said something. He kind of like took a deep breath. He was just like, y'all know we was about to be dead, right? And like everything, I was just like, damn, man, like, what the fuck? Like, everything. My daughter, her mom, my mom, my niece and nephews, like everything was just running through my head, and I'm just like, damn, man, like what the fuck? Like, he was like, yeah, they was looking for somebody. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, they was looking for my mans or whatever, blah, 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 blah. I had to tell him, like, yo, I don't fuck with homie like that no more. Me and him done fell out over some shit, you know what I'm saying? If you see him, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody that's from the streets, you know, somebody can't get you, then they get the person that's next to you or the ones that's closest to you. So at that time, my homie June, his cousin was the one that was closest to him. So it was just like, I can't get your mans. I'm end up getting you out of here. And ain't no way we gonna leave no witnesses. You know what I'm saying? That's just how motherfuckers play, man. Like, and I learned a whole lot from that, man. Like, when even to this day, that shit happened over. That shit was like 8 years ago, 7.5 years ago, man. Even now, that shit still plays with me because I'm like, damn, like, yo, I could be dead right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't be here sharing that. It's a chance that I wouldn't be here sharing this story with you. It's a chance that I wouldn't be here, sharing my, the things that I've learned, my marketing expertise, the beats that I got to share with the world. You know what I'm saying? Just my presence. You know what I'm saying? Being a father to my kids, like, I literally think about that, man, and it's that situation, and it's a few other that really really plays with my head sometimes, because sometimes I gotta sit back and just say, you know what, I'm here for a reason. I'm saying I'm here for a reason, and sometimes that it hurts, man. Like, I can literally say that, man. Sometimes that shit hurt. Like, when I think about some of the shit that I went through, some of the shit that I seen, some of the situations, like some of the people that I lost, man. And speaking of that, like right now, my brother June, the one that was in the story, man, right now he doing life. You know what I'm saying? My nigga got an elbow, man. That shit hurts me because, his mom took me in with no question, no questions asked. You know what I'm saying? Took me in like I was her son, man, and I made a promise to him that, yo, when I make it, dog, like I promise you, when I make it, and I'm gonna make it, because there ain't nothing that's gonna stop me. But when I make it, man, like, your mom's, like, anything I would do for my mom, I do for yours, man, because like his mom kind of saved my life. Like, she don't know it. I've never told her that, and I don't want to tell her that until I see her face to face, to be able to tell her, like, yo, mom, like, you saved my life, in a way, you know. But I just wanted to share that story with y'all, and just sitting here thinking about it, even sharing it with y'all, man, it kind of fucks me up sometimes, because that shit playing in my head right now. Like, I can't get over the fact, like, like, my man was just standing there, and he was just in his, soon as he get a go, we gonna light this motherfucker up. It was nowhere for us to run. Like, I wouldn't be here right now, man. Like, and that really plays with my mind sometimes. Like, and I tell my queen that, like, you have no idea. Like, I tell her, I just told her before I shot this video, like, you have no idea why I go so hard sometimes, man. Like, why I just be like, man, fuck a job. Like, I gotta get this business going, man, because I can't pass no job down to my fucking kids, man. I can't pass no job down to my daughters. Like, what they gonna do with a job? I can't do nothing with that. Shit is not even guaranteed for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of shit that plays with my head, man, and and like, doing this, I just learned that, it's good to release it, because I've never really told this story to a lot of people. You know what I mean? Maybe 5 people. I got people that know me since elementary that don't know about this. I got homies that I've known since 7th grade, since middle school. You know what I'm saying? We doing the whole music thing. One of them just got signed a distribution deal to Sony. You know what I'm saying? One of them is being scouted by Hustle Gang right now. Like, they don't even know this story. They don't even know the shit that I've been through. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to hold a lot of shit inside, man. But I learned that, your story is sometimes the thing that another person needs to just let them know that, you know what, you're gonna get up out of this. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm gonna get up out of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm blessed to be where I'm at today. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not where I want to be at, but I'm not where I was 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. Especially 7 years ago at the time all of this shit went down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm blessed, and I count all my blessings. You know what I'm saying? I count them all. Even anything from me making a sale online to me not having shit in my cabinets but a pack of noodles. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for that, because it's motherfuckers out here that don't have shit. It's motherfuckers out here that's doing life. I got 2 homies that's doing life right now, man. I got a homie that got killed over a slap box just because the young and he was slap boxing couldn't stand the fact that he got smacked up. Like, that shit hurts. Like, a lot of shit still plays with me, and I hold a lot of shit inside, but I'm learning that you can't do that, man. You gotta let that shit out, and that's why I just decided to shoot this video to just share that story with y'all. Like, I got a few more stories about me being out there on the block, but I thought this one would really resonate, and I wanted to, like, I really got the inspiration to shoot it because I didn't know how somewhat identical me and the homie Eskimo, our lives were like kind of similar in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, he told this story, I listened to it, I was like, damn, like, I did some of that same shit, man. Like, you know what? Let me get out here and share it with with the world. Let them know with some of this shit that I've been through, man. Some this story might fuck some of y'all heads up. Yo. Some of y'all might catch tears. Like, I'm holding it back now, just sharing it with y'all, man, because it still hurts. Like, to just know that I was a few words away from getting my fucking brains blown out. And that's real shit. That's real shit. And maybe when I get my composure back, I share the story with you where I had a bullet literally fly past my head. Like, I still remember that day, seeing a bullet hit the wall. That shit was crazy, man. And the dude that shot at me, he was only like 3 feet away from me. So I still to this day don't know how the fuck he missed me. Like, I should be gone. I shouldn't even made it to tell you the story that I just told you. You know what I'm saying? That situation happened about 4 or 5 years before this story that I'm telling you about happened. But that's another story for another day, man. If y'all really want to hear that, you know what I'm saying, leave your comments below. You know what I mean? If I get enough of them, maybe 5, maybe 10, you know what I'm saying, I might share that with y'all. Let y'all know about that situation. But I just wanted to get this off my chest, because sometimes it's good to just let go. I've been having one of them days, and I just needed to get something off my chest, man. But anyway, yeah, I'm still a little fucked up by it. I mean, I just had a little flashback for a second, man. Let me get up off of this camera, man. Let me finish smoking my nudie out, and I know I shouldn't be smoking them, but fucking, I need to calm my nerves down right now, man. Just want to let y'all know, man, I love y'all. I want to thank y'all for watching. If you made it this far, I appreciate you, and hopefully this inspires you to go out there and just appreciate life, and just the grind. You know what I mean? Go hard, because a lot of the bullshit that you went through in life, man, if you still here, it's for a reason. You know what I'm saying? God took you to them situations, and he took you through them, and he got you here for a reason, and it's all a growing and learning experience. You know what I'm saying? We all learn and grow every single day. Every situation, every single minute is an opportunity to learn. It's an opportunity to grow, and you just have to be aware that, you know what, I made it out of this situation. It's something that I can learn from it. You know what I'm saying? And what I learned from that situation is to appreciate life itself, because at any given moment it can be taken away from you. And a lot of people don't appreciate the life that they have. And that's why Saw is one of my favorite movie series, all the way up until about like the fourth movie. I think I got like 5, 6. That shit started to get a little crazy for me. But I like the concept of the movie, because it's how much do you really appreciate the life that you have, that you were blessed with. You know what I'm saying? So, hopefully this video touches somebody. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to me, leave your comments below, man. Once again, it's K-Felon, KFelonBeast.com, man. Just want to let y'all know, man, I love y'all, man, and I'm up out of here. Deuces.